Hey everybody, this is Marcus Patman, and I wanted to make a video about Python software development kit for Amazon Web Services. This operates, it's a module Boto 3 in Python, and it piggybacks on top of the credentials, the same credentials that you have configured in your Amazon Web Services command line tool. So much like the command line tool, where you can like for instance working with S3 and listing buckets and that sort of thing, or creating buckets, you can do the same thing with Python. So in this case, I'm going to show you this one script, list, which pretty much does the equivalent of what I just did with this AWS S3 ls command. So it imports Boto 3, it creates a session to S3, and then it runs a for loop which prints all the buckets and their content, and then it also prints a spacer as well. So let me run that real quick. AWS S3 list buckets. And as you can see, well, there's all the buckets with a spacer in between, and also the contents. As you can tell, there is no contents. So let's go ahead and upload some content here. So we have this other script here. Let's call it for upload cat upload. And it does the same thing. It invokes Python, Boto 3. It creates a session, and then it uploads the file. In this case, we're going to upload this temp.txt, which is just a 0-byte file. And we're going to upload it to this bucket, this PDX archive, and we're going to call it temp.txt. And as you can see right here, there's the bucket right here, and there's nothing there, so we should be able to run this command line, and AWS S3 upload file, and then we should be able to list the bucket and see that file listed, and as you can see, there we go. So now the one final thing I wanted to demo about this is, what if I want to take this file and copy it to another bucket? So in this case, we will use this copy script that I put together here, and it's pretty much the same. Imports Boto 3 session, and then I have a object here which I've defined, copy source, which I defined by this bucket, and the key of which is the file name, and then I do a S3 copy, copies from the copy source to the new bucket and the new file name. So with that said, let's go ahead and do a AWS S3 copy to bucket, and once that returns, we will do the list buckets. And we should be able to see that we indeed now have the temp.txt appearing twice in the list. So I hope you've gotten some value out of this, and for those of you that are pretty heavy Python developers, or if you're like me and you're just trying to learn more Python and play with AWS at the same time, this is a really great, fun way to interact with AWS, in much the same way that you do with CloudFormation and the AWS console. And that's about it. Have a good one.